Okay, guys. Southern Cichlids coming at you with a Fishroom update that I've been promising everybody. Well, now I'm delivering. As you can see, for the past 3 days, still working on it. I'm not done yet, but past 3 days I've been doing a lot of work, guys. Got a lot of work going on in the fish room, but it was definitely something that was due time, and it was due to have to be done. So, but now, as for the update, up here in this 30-gallon, we have was a breeding pair of convicts. I separated them because I don't have anywhere for them to actually keep doing this. I'm overrun with convicts right now. As you can see, I mean, you can see them moving, and there's well over probably 40 in there. And I've even been feeding them off to the Oscars, guys, just to try to get rid of them. But like I said, in that fish tank, there is, in the 30-gallon, there's a breeding pair of convicts. Well, was. The mama is still in there, and her babies. And then, as you can see, guys, I got a sponge filter running on there. I have a moving bed filter on there with them. So they're getting double the filtration there, double the biological. Of course, I got my Lee's Economy corner filter running in there. Just an old cheapo filter back here, but I got my own DIY stuff inside of it. That's all I use. Now, down here, we have a 55-gallon grow out, which has some albino flame-tailed zebras, has some blue mories that are growing out in there, it has some red jewel cichlids that are growing out. There is jewels, flame tails, blue mories, and there's some blue zebras in there that are growing out. And up here we have some yellow lab babies that are in the egg tumbler. That is a DIY egg tumbler, by the way. I built that myself. We also have some blue, powder blue Sokoloffies in here. We have some ice blue Labracrombus in here. And we have some blue zebras in here that are all getting ready to be put into one of these right over here. That is getting ready to be set up in the next day or two. Now, right here, we have a 10-gallon. Oh, sorry guys, I'm sitting down. Right here we have a 10-gallon. It has a pair of red tip Honduras in there that are still kind of fry size. You know, they're not very big. That's why they're in a tin. As you can see, it's not a amazingly little tank, but it does the trick. Over here we have a 30-gallon with a pair of red jewel cichlids in there, a breeding pair. That's where my jewel cichlid fry come from. The mama and the daddy both are in there. And down here is an empty 40-gallon long. Yes. And I don't know what to do with it, guys. I want to make a breeding colony in there. I want to kind of split it in half right here where this brace is. Make a mat and sponge filter in between there with so it filters out both sides. And I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of leaning towards a breeding colony in there of some either flame-tailed zebras or maybe some blue zebras or maybe some peacocks. I don't know. I'm debating. Any comments would be great. Yeah, like I said, guys, any comments would be great on this tank. If you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, hit me up. I'm open to anything. If you see something I'm doing wrong, let me know. If you see I don't have a brace somewhere I shouldn't have, let me know. But so far, everything's working great. So, sorry guys, I got a cold from the heck and back. I'm stopped up. But like I said, guys, if you see anything you think that I'm doing wrong, let me know. I think everything's doing pretty good. I mean, I've not lost nothing yet. I've lost a couple convict babies, but hey, that's well to be expected. When you got 50 to 60 that's inside of a tank that small, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, you know, you hope they all make it, but I mean, I kind of hope they don't. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being real. I mean, my local fish store won't take them, so I got to do something with them. But now, as for over here, this is a 10-gallon that I'm getting ready to set back up in the next day or two. Actually, guys, let me step back just a little bit. As you can see, this is an old Subway iron. I'd say iron. It's actually, I don't know what it is really, but it's an old Subway shelf. We used to put Coca-Cola boxes and a lot of our fountain drinks and stuff stayed on it. So it's got some good structural integrity. But as you can see, this is fixing to be an entire 10 and 20 gallon long setup on this wall. I'm gonna put tanks in here and make them all to where I can run fry or put holding mamas and stuff like that in. But like I said, guys, as you see, it's all just a Subway shelf, but I mean, it holds 10 gallons just great. It's gonna hold, I'm guessing, around 6 maybe. There's 2 there. There'll be 2 up here, and I may try to put 2 up there. I don't know yet. It's kind of going to be kind of far out of reach, but I don't know. It might go up there, it might not. If not, I think that's going to be a shelf that I'm going to make for food and just my overstock stuff that goes up there. As you can see, I got my Hikari Sickly Gold that I use. But as I said, guys, let me turn that camera so you don't see that old dirty garbage can. But yeah, give me just a second and I'll show you the 75 I put up, and I'll show you another tank that I'm waiting on. 1 second, guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Now, like I said, this is the 75 I put up the other day. I told y'all I was going to bring back over, or bring back in. It's just an old 75 gallon. But, like I said, it just needed they just needed a new home. As you can see, Mr. Big Man was put in there. Mr. Titus himself, I put him in there. He's a white tiger Oscar. I wouldn't say albino. Well, yeah, I guess he would be albino. He's an albino tiger Oscar. He is about 4 to 7 months old, maybe. But like I said, guys, this is the 75 gallon I put up the other day. I've been hard at work, so I hope everybody enjoys. But in this tank, I have a iridescent shark. I have a albino Oscar. I have 2 Jack Dempseys, male and female. I have a blood parrot. And I have a bumblebee catfish. But you won't ever see him because he's either underneath that log right there or in one of these stumps on the ends. So, but like I said, guys, there is a moving bed filter in there. But like I said, guys, this is my South American tank. I was going to do peacocks in here, but my South Americans needed a place, so they needed a lot bigger tank. So as you can see, I put them up a bigger tank. They got the 75 now. So, and down here, I made my own DIY stand. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, approximately 10 blocks underneath this 75 gallon. But the reason why I done this, and I'll explain to y'all why. As you can see, there's a little tiny board that runs right up under the edge of the tank right up under the edge of the tank. Can you see that right there? Okay. Now, about 2 months ago, the tank cracked overnight. Woke up to a floor of water. Oh yes, it sucked. Everybody laughed. Yes, it's going to be funny when you see this part. But so when I went ahead and I resealed the tank, I put a brace across the front. Or not a brace, I'm sorry. I put a patch of glass across this middle right here where it cracked. Just hoping everything goes good, but underneath there is about a 1/4 inch thick piece of styrofoam that is setting actually on the bottom part of the glass to keep the glass from flexing of any way. And I don't have a lot of weight in there. It's just a little bit of gravel, a few pieces of rocks, and actually it's a piece of cedar that I had found on the side of the river. As you can see, it's right here. It is weighed down because it was waterlogged when I found it, but I left it sitting outside. I didn't think to leave it in some water or something outside because I live in an apartment complex, so there's kids that play and stuff like that.
Buy it for looks, buy it for life.
And I didn't want anything to happen to none of them, so I went ahead and like I said, I just left it out there sitting. It dried out a little bit, but when I stuck it in here, I put suction cups on the very bottom of this, and I got this idea from Mr. Ted from Ted's Fish Rooms. He actually puts suction cups and ties his stuff down and just suctions it to the glass to kind of help it put so it helps waterlog it. But also I got a rock here, a rock on top and a rock on the back side, and it kind of helps weigh it down, because if not it'd be floating up about mid tank right now. But over here I have my 45, which is almost ready to have my peacocks and my haps put in, which ain't very far away. Bet y'all thought I got rid of them, didn't you? Yeah. Not.
When was the last time you tried to make contact? It's been a while.
But like I said, guys, hope everybody enjoys. Always remember,
I don't need to defend myself to you. Cousin's name.
like, subscribe, and comment.
Has she ever contacted you guys?
After we asked him to stop calling, we had her.
And as I always say, keep tanking.
Well, it's been months. Months.